Hi, my name's Victoria and I work at Green Street, where we work with high street businesses to help them become more sustainable, but in ways that's going to benefit their business as well as the environment. Now recently we've been working with 40 brilliant businesses in the East End of Newcastle, and we think those businesses illustrate perfectly that refilling can be for every business and not just for the refill shops that often people think it is. Therefore, I'm going to share with you now just how simple and impactful refills can be, and 10 different ways that you could implement them in your business. Things you probably might be doing already or you might not have thought of. And these are all from Newcastle businesses. They're doing them right now, hopefully to inspire and give you ideas. So refilling's better for your business because actually it basically can save you money on waste recycling costs, save packaging costs, especially single-use stuff. It shows your customers you care and you're going to do something about and help the environment. Plus, did you know that for customers, when you look at research, single use is the thing they hate the most, so it helps you address that, and especially plastic. Let's get going. Let's start on these 10 ways that I'm going to share with you now, and we can discuss and have a look at one by one. Idea number 1. Everybody has to clean the business, don't you? Whatever type of business you are. And have you ever thought about the cleaning products you're using? It's really simple to switch to a kind of a dilutable and refillable cleaning products now. We did this up in Newcastle, and we had over 20 of the businesses signed up to do it and to start to use refillable cleaning products. And we've had some great feedback so far. There's one particular landlady, Jo, at the Cumberland Arms, who's actually a super pioneer when it comes to avoiding waste, and she really loved the stuff. So she's ditched her old cleaning products now, and she's on her way to saving money, cutting down her waste by implementing this. So something I'd definitely investigate and have a go at. Our next idea, number 2, is this, the water bottle. Most people have one, don't they? Maybe several in the cupboard. But actually, you can be super helpful to customers and non-customers, but potential customers, and offer to fill them up for free. If you do this, there's a great thing called the Refill app. You can sign up on there, doesn't cost you any money. And then there's a map which you'll go on, which lets people visit the area know if they need this filling up. They can just pop into you and get it filled up for free. And you could be getting a customer of the future by doing that, as well as saving on lots of plastic bottles and litter on the street. We did this with our Newcastle businesses, and over half of them have now signed up to the app, which is a fantastic result. The third idea is for both shops and cafes or restaurants. How about installing a refillable milk machine? I love this one, having been brought up on a farm. In the Newcastle businesses, we've got the Cookhouse, amazing place. They use a bag-in-the-box milk machine in their kitchen, and they're virtually plastic free actually, by doing lots of other stuff as well. And then we've got 109, a nice sort of grocery store, who actually don't just have a milk machine, they've also got an oat milk machine as well, so you can do refills with that. They also give milk to the cafe, well, don't sell milk to the cafe next door, so it saves them using lots of plastic bottles. And also, if you do get one in your cafe, you could actually even think about having it as a product where you could encourage customers to bring in their own bottle and refill it and take it home in the fridge. So it could be an additional source of revenue for you as well. Our fourth idea, refillable gin behind the bar. How great is that? Brilliant nighttime venue here in Newcastle, the old coal yard. They have a local supplier who supplies gin in bulk. Not really a new concept when it comes to alcohol. You think of beer in kegs, but probably less common when it comes to spirits. So for the old coal yard, it's cheaper to buy the gin in bulk. They save on the glass bottle, waste disposals as well, better for the planet. And what I have found, and often, working with suppliers in my previous businesses, often just to ask suppliers, and they will supply in bulk quantities for you, and then you can then do that as a refill in your business. So just get down there and just ask. Idea 5, this is when you kind of take your refills and actually make it part of something bigger as part of your sort of visitor stroke customer experience, and also use it as an opportunity to educate customers about refills. So many people think that recycling is just as good as refilling. It's not. Recycling still takes lots of resources, and so we should all be aiming to refill. So Usman Farm, great little city community farm that we've been working with within the Newcastle. One of their most popular activities is feeding the animals, and they were going through thousands of paper bags a year. But now what they do is they've introduced returnable food tins. So customers have the experience of choosing which feed, filling in this little scoop tin. They kind of feed the animals, bring it back, which is great, and everybody's loving that. But also the farm's building on this and introducing signs like saying to customer about about why refilling's better, but also how they can sort of refill and reuse at home. Halfway through now, so now idea number 6. Introduce refill into part of your product offering. It doesn't have to be your whole shop that becomes a refill shop. I reckon most businesses, you could look at what you're selling, what you're using, and there'll be definitely one thing that you could actually start using as refills. And that's either your customers starting to bring in their own packaging or you supplying a reusable packaging. And basically, I think doing this, we found with businesses, definitely improve your margin on buying unpackaged products and packaging costs as well. Some examples from our Newcastle businesses who've done this really well is the grocery. It's a great kind of convenience store, fresh green grocery, added on to the local post office. And what they've done is they've just taken an area and there's sort of home care, laundry, a bit of personal care in there as well. They've actually turned that into refillables, and it's great. It's that one section, sits amongst some other packaged products, works really well. And we've got an amazing butchers up here in Newcastle called Block and Bottle, and they've actually virtually already eliminated plastic from their operations. They basically even wrap their meat up in paper rather than using plastic bags. However, they recognise that no packaging is better than even sort of better packaging. You know, customers can bring in their own containers and get them filled up with their burgers or sausages or whatever they want to take away. And then last but not least, we've got Ernie's, local food heaven, I'd say. It's got a great deli, takeaway, fruit and veg, local products in there, but they've got like loose spices in there and seasonings where customers could bring in their own pots and get them refilled, which is brilliant. Idea 7 is where you actually kind of really use refills to really build on your brand and customer loyalty. Take that extra step. Let your customers have a sort of bespoke branded tin or box that you supply and then let them fill it up for a set price. In Newcastle, the dog grocer is doing this fantastically. They're virtually there with a plastic-free pet store for dogs. Lots of different refillable things and no plastic going on. And they've introduced recently a branded dog grocer like dog training treat. It's been really carefully selected. It's so useful for its customers. It slips great into your pocket perfectly when you're going for a walk. And actually, it's really getting the brand out there. It's something useful for customers to use. It's really popular. It's just a great win-win all round. Idea number 8 is provide returnable tote bags. You know, there's so many tote bags in the world and we've all got a lot individually. Lee's Circus is fantastic. It's a department store of the future, full of local makers, second-hand goods, and instead of doing sort of a branded tote bag like many businesses do, they're saying actually we've got these bags, just borrow one, and then when you bring it back we'll give you deposit back what you've paid us for it. It's really good. That's actually something, the bags are in production now, so that should be up and running in the next few weeks. So it's smart, circular, and not adding to those tons of bags for life that we've collected ourselves and are in most households at the moment. Idea number 9 is refill customers' own reusable cups for takeaway drinks. Lots of cafes we speak to, we say, you know, are you doing this already? I manage to say, yeah, we do that. When customers bring in a cup, we fill it for them, and actually we knock them 20p off or something similar. I'd say at least 5 times out of 10 we can't see anything in those businesses which is telling customers they can do that, especially if they get a discount. And for businesses, it's great if the customer brings their own cup because you're not paying that 15-20p cup on a single-use cup. If customers are asking you to do refillables and you do it, put a sign up and let other customers know you do it as well. It won't take long to do, and we've got some good examples of, you know, things you can put on that. It'll basically you'll save money on packaging, it'll stop litter outside your shop, business, and also 3 billion coffee cups are thrown away every year in the UK, and it'll help to stop that as well. Last but not least, idea number 10. So introduce returnable takeaway cups, and I'm going to do a plug for a Green Street product here, Borro cups. So like we said, reusable cups great, but customers will forget to bring them in. So what you do, you offer a returnable cup instead of a single-use one. Take a small deposit, Borro does that, it's a couple of quid, but it's refundable when they take it back to any other Borro venue. And this is now live, it's working in Manchester, and we've also been running it in Bradford as well. So we're looking for more businesses to come on board and start offering Borro cups, start saving money on your packaging, and, you know, have an alternative to your customers for that single-use one. Drop us a line at Green Street if you would like to be involved, and we'd love to share more information on that with you. That's our top 10 ideas, and hopefully there's been something that's inspired you to give it a go. We're going to put all the links to information we've mentioned, we're going to put stuff in the bio for you. There's a link to a blog as well on the Green Street website. And if you do want information, that we're here to help. We want refill to become the norm, and that it isn't just for specialists, that everybody can give it a go, including you. So just drop us a line, hello@greenstreet.org.uk, and we'll help where we can as well. So thank you for your time, thank you for listening. If you've got great ways you're using refill as well, tell us below in the comments, we'd love to know. Thank you very much.